Welcome back to another episode of the OTC podcast. I'm your host, Tarun Verma.
And I'm Janu Chawla.
So JC Shizay, what's up?
What it do?
So today we're talking about why is college dating so messed up?
Uh-oh.
Because frankly, we're not that far out from college, right?
I mean, it was a minute ago, but
It was a minute? I felt like it was just yesterday.
But there's, a lot of ripple effects from the social life of college that I'm still feeling.
A lot of people never really grew up. Frankly, I moved past the drunken walks across campus, taking pisses in bushes at 3 o'clock in the morning. I've gotten past that. Now I'm pretty much 100% that I always piss in urinals now. Yeah.
You've
like
progressed as a human, I guess.
I have evolved as a man. I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah. No, a lot has changed, and I think, it's interesting to kind of take a look back and see what was and how that's affected, our lives now as grown-ups, official grown-ups.
So, oh my god, girl, we're going to review an article from Cosmopolitan.
Hey.
So, this chica here, she is a college chick talking about how the dating scene sucks. Now, let's just take it back to little personal moments here. How many people we knew that actually dated throughout college? Not met their spouse in college, but actually dated through college and then got married. I don't remember too many. I know people met people on their way out. They just sort of grabbed a chick at graduation and were like, we had some good times. Let's keep it going. But not many people actually got married.
Right. I think there's a small handful of people that met their spouse, but in college. But then there was this whole other group you could never figure out if someone was dating. Are they official? Are they? In the middle? Are they single? It was always
you found out after college that these people got married or engaged or they were serious or something. You're like, I didn't even know you guys were dating in college. But I don't know very many few college sweethearts, I guess.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm always curious is the college dating world is so ambiguous. How did those people that did meet their spouses there end up with them and keep a relationship going? That those handful that did.
I mean, honestly, now as you get older and older, your old memories just really dwindle down to just punchlines, right? For me, college was really just hazy nights at frat parties and club parties, and when I think about my romantic life, I just think of just girls at the club. Those are the punchlines I remember from college.
Yeah, well,
that's really it.
I'm curious. I don't know. I remember more relationships than not, than casual encounters. So I'm curious how those people met and stayed, because I feel like a great deal of people meet their significant other in college. Because you're never around that many people ever again in your life. So your social circle, whether you hook up post-college or during college, there's still a lot of people that got married to each other that were in the same social circle, at least in college, or met each other in college. So I'm curious how, in that hookup culture of college, you, end up with a spouse out of that.
So let's go through the article. So the first half of the article, she really just complains about guys who, turned her down, and at drunk parties try to poke her and all that jazz. But she says hookup culture is not the problem. She says that a friend of hers said that as women are becoming more and more career-minded, that and then that's indicative of the hookup culture. He says that her friend said that the hookup culture marks the empowerment of career-minded college women.
Yeah.
That's a statement right there.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
You know what? I feel like she's right. I feel like maybe once upon a time it used to be that guys go to college for a free-for-all buffet, fun. But nowadays even girls say bye-bye high school sweetheart, it's time for me to have fun and enjoy these next 4 years as an independent woman. They have their career in check, they have their schooling, their degree plan in check, they know what they're doing, and they're free to have all the fun they want. And they're also as non-committal as guys are stereotypically pinned as being, when they enter college.
So what you're saying is it's once in a while, it's not bad to hit up a CC's buffet. Really?
Yeah.
You know it's not good for you, but you still do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And now you have this whole gender that's just not afraid to hit up a CC's.
Exactly. They're not afraid. They know
Even
that
though the prices are higher.
inflation. No, well, they know that, in the future, they all are going to settle down in their jobs. They're going to find a spouse and maybe have kids and maybe have some dogs and cats and settle into that life. So why not enjoy these 4 years as much as guys, have historically in the past? And it's true because I've seen more women. I've been aware of more women than I thought in college, going into college. Kind of part of that, like willingly participating in that no strings attached hookup culture and not complaining about it and be like, this is life. I'm enjoying it. I went in thinking I would not meet that many women like that, but I came out kind of shocked at how many girls I knew that were just down for some CCs.
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is, we always heard about those things. The best time of your life is to be a co-ed, and they always told us as guys too. They were just like, it's the best time. Girls are like this. But I feel like with this whole women empowerment thing and all this jazz, yeah, college is literally the 4 years you should not give any fucks about anything. Just do school, have fun, party, and this is just now like unisex advice now, straight up, just like. I would never say this to my daughter, right? But it literally is like, yeah, do what you want to do for 4 years.
It used to be, in like the 50s that women went to college to find their husbands. They majored in like a home economics type of major, but really they were there to find educated men who were going to go out and become doctors and lawyers and professionals. But now college, I would say a lot of people do maybe go there to like meet, that one special person. But really, like, everyone's just there to have fun. And I feel like just as much girls aren't going there to meet a husband because they feel like that's for post-college. That's for my professional life when I'm out there.
That's when you get serious about
getting my grad degree or hustling in my PR job in New York, living the single life. That's when I'll find someone. But right now, I'm just going to have a lot of college fun.
Word. So they say, so definitely I think we can both agree that this is sort of the downfall of the college relationship, of a college dating life. Because again, who wants to date in college now? Just have fun. So let's say that does attribute to that. Let's go on to the next point. Whoever cares less wins.
Yeah.
So we saw a lot of jerk dudes in college, and I know I've done my share of that jazz as well. The biggest thing that guys do that girls absolutely hate is when they come across as if they don't give a shit. Right?
Yeah.
And guys know even more now, the less shits they give, the more shits the girls are going to give. And it's just sort of this little seesaw that's all fucked up and no one's really having fun on it anymore.
It's a power struggle type of thing, right?
Power struggle on the seesaw.
Yeah. I think that's so true because there's so many people that I saw, out on the social scene. You saw them dating like girls all the time, hooking up, and now they're all like doctors and anesthesiologists and lawyers and stuff like that. And it's like, wait, with all this like personal drama you had going on in your personal life, how did you stay focused enough to become an anesthesiologist? Why? Because the less you care about it and the more casual you are about your dating life, the more you focus on what you're really there for, your job, your career. I actually was very surprised at how many people that I felt like were living this carefree college life and enjoying and living it up that actually came out, you look at them and you're like, do you actually study? And they came out with these amazing careers and jobs and whatever, and it's like, okay, I see. So all that dating you did in college, all that drama I heard about, you just kind of let it happen. Like, you enjoyed it and you just didn't care too much about it. Like, you didn't let it affect you too much personally.
Well, and then, another interesting aspect is they said in this paragraph, I think people in college are embarrassed to want to be in a relationship, as though commitment makes them some regressive 50s college student.
Oh, yeah.
That is an interesting aspect, too. I mean, you especially with all the movies, society, you're bred to believe that this is your 4 years as a man to crush ass. Why get a girlfriend? You can do that later. Kind of like what you were saying earlier.
Yeah, you're right. I feel like even the guys that really want to be in a relationship, maybe they're not embarrassed by it, there's so much peer pressure. Like, all your friends all have different agendas. Some are there to really just hardcore study and be a library like nerd hermit. Some people are there to just, like you said, crush ass. And so you have friends from all different spectrums who are probably like throwing judgments in your face all the time. Like, you're still with this girl? Like, you don't ever want to go and like date this other girl who's cuter or hotter, or go to this party with me where there's going to be like a foam party. Remember those?
Oh man, foam parties.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to go there. Like, there's temptation everywhere.
And then 40s parties where you had 40s tied to your hands, Edward 40 hands.
And so girls, I would say guys more than girls probably put a lot of pressure on each other. Like, dude, like, enjoy the single life. That's so embarrassing. Why are you dating somebody?
Yeah. And it also says that, and when someone does want a relationship, they downplay it, leading to this whole less cares wins bullshit.
Yeah.
And this ends up leading to awkward subtext-laden conversations. And frankly, we've all been there.
Yeah.
The stupid shit. This is what I call the crap you could easily cut off of college. Mm-hmm. That fat. Right? So that part really does suck. Let's see here. They said that a sociologist in New York University did a little research, and her data showed that 61% of men hoped a hookup would lead or turn into something more. And 68% of women hoped for more, almost the same. So, it's not that we don't care. It's just that we're just too fucking cool to admit it.
Which is so sick. It's like we all want it. We all want it, but we're too, like, scared. Maybe it's media then. Maybe it's all these, like, college-type movies that make you think.
Man, fuck Zac Efron and all this, like, ab bullshit. That's what this is. It's pure pressure.
Yeah, there you go. We all take part in creating this perception that it's supposed to be all about hooking up, and maybe at the core, we really just want that special someone to cry to when we fail a test, or to cry to when we had a really, intense day or something. I don't know. Like, maybe at the core of it, we're not as hookup culture driven as we make it out to be, as social media lets you, like, think, or, movies make you think. Or music.
That's true. And so the next point is who has the power? Now in college, we always have kind of known, traditionally, men seem to be in the position of power, calling the shots on sex and romance. And partly because, again, we'll go back to the second point. They're really good at not giving shits.
From my personal experience, I think, yeah, guys are still...
They hold the dating power.
They do.
They do hold the dating power.
This is, girls still have it in their, kind of DNA or their mentality to just want to have that special someone. And yeah, they're also in greater numbers, like, participating in this sort of college hookup culture. But I think that men still have a little bit of a more frivolous approach to dating than women do in college. Women are more likely to get attached because some of them are maybe truly there to find their significant other, or it's that race for time, like your biological clock. But yeah, I think the power is still with men. But I think women are not too far behind here.
No, it's not far behind. They just said that, with these exclusive clubs and this and that, we have not been able to break that, and I don't see us breaking that stereotype for a while. Like, I don't even know if in our kids' generation that'll break. Like, I think that we're going to see a lot of similarities in the college dating world from now and then.
Yeah, I think men dominate in a lot of areas in life. If you look at the workplace, you look at, like...
But I feel like we're really far back in terms of college. I think when we get out into the workplace, I think women have really come a long way.
Yeah.
And they're really shot callers now. But college seems to be this little bubble that never really got too affected by it. Like, women just have not been able to do any shot calling here.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, sometimes they don't want to be a baller, shot caller. I don't know what to make of it. So the next big thing is digital dating. And I know in previous podcasts we've sort of beaten this over the head with it. But Instagram, this and that shit, this just clouds communication, amongst people. Like, if you're a shady co-ed, having more means to fuck with people's psyche and post pictures and makes other people crazy. And why did he post that picture? I don't know why he posted that picture. Well, he knows that I'm like this. So why did he post that picture? I don't get it.
I think we are the Facebook generation. Like, a lot of us were freshmen in college when Facebook first started. And I think there is so much context to relationships now that you take, like, social media into account. Because it's like, do I put up a picture with him? Do I change my relationship status? Do I post anything about our relationship? Do I tag him? do I remove all the pictures after we break up? Like, there's just so much more. It adds another element that...
Yeah. You know, as a guy, you post a picture with a girl, and all of a sudden the other girl's like, oh my god, is he a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Who is she? Who is she? And then all of a sudden, now you become intrigued. I remember I used to post pictures with at least 3 to 4 girls. That was a good pimp number, right? In your profile picture, if you had that, people were like, holy shit, how did he get 3 women in a picture with himself? Holy shit.
Pimp
Something's
status.
going on. We don't know what's going on with this guy. You know?
Yeah, and I think Facebook is like the, you know, holy grail of like the social life almost in college. I can tell you I lived on Facebook in college, and now, and I used to post so many random things. If I go back to my posts in on Facebook while I was in college, I'm like, really? Did I really need to write about how I'm like going to eat like a turkey sandwich? But we write everything on Facebook, and I feel like your social life is even more on Facebook in college. People are tagging pictures of you, and there's just more to talk about and more to like there's more of a network. There's more of a network that you have a more social like group that you're hanging out with. So of course you're going to interact more on Facebook. And there's just this whole other context, and it just complicates things even more. People are like, oh my gosh, are y'all going to make it Facebook official? Like, I know we've talked about this before. That just adds another element of like stress to college relationships and more like drama and context.
That's true. The last big point is learning to care. Really, the big one is, and this we've already repeated this, our generation just doesn't care. We're giving less and less fucks when we should be giving more fucks, and of the non-sexual nature.
Care about what exactly? Like relationships?
Care about relationships, care about dating, not being so afraid to say what you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the big thing. We're letting the social media and we're letting all of that control what we should be feeling. We should be in, you know, lubricant jelly parties and this and that shit. When it's like, would it be so bad to be 21 years old and be like, I just want to go to the movies with a girl and hold her hand? Like, we still all really want to do that. How many times did you do that in college?
Yeah.
How many times? I don't even remember going to the movies with a girl because I was like, this is a pointless waste of my time when we could be out drinking at this party or going out to this club party.
Yeah.
Or pounding martinis at this bar. Like, yo, you just don't do those things anymore.
Yeah, that your social life and your idea of what is worth your time is so different in college. And after college, you're like, let's just go for a walk in the park. And
you know, walk in the park used to mean something really, like, nice and sweet. Now every guy goes for a one-on-one walk with a girl, and all the friends know they gon' fuck. They gon' try to get they fuck on. That's what that means.
It's a
I went on plenty of walks that I thought would lead to fucks, and that did not. So it's stupid society at work there.
Yeah.
So, but that was that article. Nice little girly pit. I kind of enjoyed revisiting these college memories, as we say.
Nostalgia.
Walk
down memory lane.
Walk down the shitty memory lane that was my awkward college life. But that is this week's podcast. We will see you next time.